Welcome to the Neo operational video series for software version 3.7. These videos are designed for targeted instruction to get you up to speed quickly and simply. This video targets recording with LEDs. So I have 100 channels that are just regular intensity channels, conventionals. Then 101 through 120 are LEDs, 201 through 210 are moving lights. So we'll concentrate just on the LEDs for the moment. So we're going to start by storing a color palette. So I'm going to say 101 through enter, turn everybody on to full. They're going to go to their default, which is all colors at full. You can see up here top right that red, green, blue, and white because these are PLs. Silicon PL profiles for now's Sykes. They're all the same engine. So these are PLs and they've got RGB white, then they're all at full. So we're going to stab up a color. We'll sort of say something sort of amber orangish. And let's say we want to store that as a color palette. So I'll just say record color 1, hit the edit button for text, and we'll call this amber. So now we have that. We'll go to fixture control. We'll stab up another color, sort of a cyan, and we'll say record color 2, edit for text, and we'll label this cyan. So we've got a couple of colors here, and I can go to my channel groups and the colors and access them that way, and that's fine. So from here, if we want to store this as a queue, we can, the fastest way to do it, because we don't have any queues stored, I can look up here and see how I'm set up. Record live, tracking mode, mark as late, effects will be recorded, subs will not be recorded into the queue, and palettes will be recorded. So I'm just going to say record, and that's going to record Q1 with these levels at a color, and that's fine. And I'll just say select previous, and we're going to go to our palettes. We're going to go to amber. We're going to record the next Q, and there we have it. So I'm going to say go to Q0, and I'm going to hit go, and what that's going to do is bring up the lights. They're going to go to that color. Then as I hit go for the next Q, they're going to transition to the next color, and I'll just say select previous. We'll go out. We'll record the next Q so that that's fade to black. And what I'm going to do is say select previous, but this time I'm going to hit the select button to go into my tools and macros and just say grab the odd channels. Let's put those at 50%, and I want to go to color 2, so I'll just say at color 2, enter. And now they're coming up in cyan, and I'll record the next Q. So let's go back and run this. So we'll go to Q0, and we'll hit go, and everybody's coming up in cyan, and that's great. And then I hit go, and everybody's going to transition to amber, and I hit Q3, and everybody's going to go out. And notice the odd channels are marking, right? They're going to cyan. We know they're marking because of the orange color here. That's the color for marking. And then I hit go, and they will simply come up. So it's pretty simple to store some color palettes and then apply those palettes and record the cues as you need. Let's look for a moment. I'm going to release all this. I'm just going to do shift release or the Uber release. And I'm going to look at recording a submaster with all of my fixtures in a sort of a warm white, the 3200 equivalent. So 101 through enter, full. And what I'm going to do is take out all the blue. I'm going to take the green down to about 30%. 31 is fine. And that's usually a pretty good 3200 Kelvin. And I would like this on a submaster because that's going to be really simple and easy to bring up. So from a previous video, I already have something on sub 1, so I'm just going to say record bump, and I hit the bump button for sub 2. Now I'm going to release all these channels, and I'll bring them up. And again, notice that they do come up and go to the color as well as the intensity. So that's a pretty simple way to get your systems on a sub and have them go to the color, because by default the sub, or actually the underlying group that the sub is assigned to, will include all color information when you record. If you want to change that or adjust it, you can go into the groups display under options, edit palette types, and this information can be edited. There's the colors, so if I wanted to change what it was including, I can just click to turn things off, turn things on, whatever you want. When you're done, you hit save, and that's it. So I'm not going to save since I didn't make any changes. Now I'm going to pull that sub out. We're going to go to Q3, and everybody's at 0, and that's actually fine. I'm going to hit go to run Q4. And let's say we want to make some changes. Let's say 101 and 103 want to go to our amber, or color 1. So I'll just say it color 1, and they're there, and I can just update twice to update the queue, and that's taken care of. So it's actually pretty simple. If you are in a situation like we are in, I believe it's Q2, so I'm going to say go to Q1, and when we hit go to run Q2, we really don't have any intensity changing, but everybody's changing color. Well, what if you want color to change in a different time? So what I'm going to do is hit time twice, and that says Q2 time, which is great. And I'm going to hit time again. That gives us a slash. So now that we're actually separating uptime from downtime. But I can continue by hitting time again, and there we've got position time, and there I've got color time. So what if I want color time to be 0? So now I have a little flag that says AFT for attribute family timing on Q2, and if we go back to Q1 by hitting the step up button and now hit go, notice that even though the time of the queue is 3 counts, I have color time happening in 1. You can also just click on the queue number and you'll get a box for attribute family timing, and you can set that as needed. In fact, you can even add delay. So let's add a 2 count delay to this, and let's go back and run Q2 again, and we'll see there's a 2 count delay before the color snaps in. So that's a way to get a little more dynamic with your fades. So thanks for watching this Neo operational video for software version 3.7. Go to the Philip Strand website at www.strandlighting.com for many more videos on Neo programming and operation.